My name is Josi. I'm a subterranean creature, and this is a map of a volcanic island of Buda. For now, the island is just a potential, a dream. It's about to be born from the abyss of the underground. Follow my actions meticulously. Repeat what I'm doing and be a witness. So we're gonna cook up actually a volcano. Now for cooking a volcano, we need a few ingredients. Ingredients. First we need to make a mold, which will be a mold like the shape of the volcano, with inside of this a crater. For the mold we use a funnel. This is a funny shaped funnel because it will give the volcano the shape of a breast. Normally I use this kind of funnels, they give a more like icon shaped volcano, but they got a bit moldy, so I got especially for you new funnels. The first thing we do is we cut a straw, and you see that you cut a straw more or less like the length of the volcano. So we have this thing. Then we use Prit buddies. Doesn't have to be Prit. You also have it from other blends like Patafix or something like that. And I usually use like one strip. You wrap it. This is a very important step. You wrap it very nicely around the straw, so you get something like this. And you affix it in the funnel. Very simple movement. And so as you can see, I cut it a bit here because the straw cannot be higher than the funnel itself. And this is like the crater of the volcano, what you see inside. So from here on we have a straight access to the core of the earth. Then we're gonna put it for now into one of these very handy yogurt cups. This can rest for a bit. And then the next step is a very important step because it involves decision making. Like, I have brought for you 3 types of volcanoes, and so there is the gelatin volcano, which, as you all know, so the word says itself, it's made of gelatin, and gelatin is made of bones and skin of animals. Now I had a stand like this in on the market in Brussels, in Saint-Gilles. So I let people taste the volcano, but there was a lot of people saying like, no, I can really not eat that volcano because, I asked them why, because it's not halal. So the next time I come to the market, and I brought this is nicely done. You can buy it in your local Pakistani shop. It's jelly halal. So it's halal, it will create a halal volcano. Next week, there was people who said like, I cannot eat this because still the jelly halal is made with bones and skins of animals, but not of pigs. And these animals are slaughtered in a halal way. I don't know exactly what it means, but you can also ask in your local Pakistani grocer what that means. Next time, so there was people who had ethical reasons that they could not eat this volcano. So I proposed them, that were the vegan people. There's a lot of people right now with a lot of allergies. That's ridiculous because I don't say like vegan people have an allergy. It's more like an ethical decision. And then I proposed this, and it's an agar volcano. And this is agar, and it's a seaweed that comes out of the sea in Japan. And I kind of like the idea, a volcano made with something that grows underwater. But for now, what I'm gonna demonstrate, because I think there's a lot of Muslim people in the audience right now, today, we're gonna make a jelly halal volcano, and they come in different, very fruity, nice tastes. So we have the cherry, we have the pineapple, there is the black currant, very nice, banana flavored volcano, mango flavored, it's also mango. Yeah, I have a lot of mango apparently. So let's use the mango. There's also unflavored for people who don't like fruit flavor. That's unflavored volcano. So how does this work? Very simple. You read it at the back of the package. This actually will give you not one volcano, but approximately 4 or 5 volcanoes. A lot, no? But yeah. So we pour 400 milliliters of boiling water in a bowl. Yeah. So we first gonna boil the water. Okay, so we put in 100 milliliter of water, which I say like it's very difficult like to balance water and to control water actually, because what we're gonna do is to boil it, and what boiling means is like bubbles come in and it evaporates to damp. So if you take like 100 milliliter of water, it how do I know how much damp came out? A very, very, very uncontrollable process. Water. While we are boiling the water, I can explain you that these different ingredients, so we have the halal volcano, the gelatin volcano, and the agar volcano, will give 3 totally different kinds of volcano. Now, the gelatin volcano will be like a stratovolcano that is like a cone-shaped volcano with a very definite column. So we have a crater, we have a magma chamber that bit by bit fills up until it really can't expand anymore underground, and it kind of shoots blocks of lava into the air. It's very violent. Yeah, Plinian volcano comes from Plinius the Elder, and Plinius the Elder is one of my favorite writers of one of my favorite books called De Rerum Natura. It's I advise you strongly to read that adventurous book of Plinius the Elder. Yeah, he witnessed, it's a Plinian eruption because it's an eruption he witnessed, and he wrote a lot about the eruption in 79 before Christ of Vesuvio that actually flooded Pompeii. Yeah, I have a very nice, this is like people dying in Pompeii. So the ash of the volcano and everything, like the lava came so fast that people were like caught in their sleep. And this is a postcard my aunt, she sent me, I was 10 years old, and she wrote on it like lovely greetings from Pompeii, which I think is a bit cruel. Like, this is dead bodies. It's like corpses of people who had very happy lives in an ancient Roman city. Yes. Then we have the halal volcano, the one we're gonna do now, and the halal volcano gives a more like, we call it a strombolian eruption, so that's not like a magma chamber really filling up and exploding, but it's like the magma comes from all kind of sides, and then really goes like, it's not like one definite column, but it's like. Stromboli is my favorite volcano. Yeah, I'm talking about all my favorite stuff actually. Stromboli is my favorite, maybe my favorite volcano. It's definitely my favorite movie with my favorite actress, Ingrid Bergman. And Ingrid Bergman, in that movie, she fell in love with Roberto Rossellini. And it's a super beautiful movie about a guy. She falls in love with this guy who lives on this idyllic island. He's talking to Ingrid like, "Come to my island. I live on a very nice island in Italy, in the south of Italy." It's like around the around the Second World War, I think. In the meantime, we can put a bit more water in it because it's boiling. So she's super in love with this guy. She goes to this volcanic island. So Stromboli is an island that is only a volcano next to Sicily. And yeah, she becomes very bored, but she becomes pregnant. And the movie ends like, yeah, and now you see like the damps of the volcano and her face, and the only thing she can do is turn herself to God, and she screams like, God, God, oh merciful God, because she feels like trapped on that island of Stromboli. Yeah, so a Strombolian eruption. Then the Agar Agar, it's a Pilean eruption, and that makes like the volcano just cracks open and the slopes are teared off, like the mountain is not a mountain anymore. It's like what happened with Mount St. Helens, and there is very nice songs made about this. You can check it also on YouTube. In the meantime, our volcano is cooking. I mean the water is not a volcano yet. So we put it off. Now, so once it's cooking, so you put it off the water and immediately you put it off the stove and immediately, yes, better you do this before, of course. Huh? So now it doesn't boil anymore, so I let it boil a bit. It can go very quickly. You put it off. Oh no, you cannot put everything in it because I only took like 200 milliliters, but it doesn't matter. And then you whisk in the form of infinity. Or not. It was one of my favorite cooks, Julia Childs, who actually brought this instrument, which is called a whisker, from France it's invented by French people, who brought it from France to the United States. Everything, but really everything, has to be dissolved. Okay, I think it smells very good. Very artificial, but I like it. So we're gonna pour it in the mold of the volcano. As you can see, I still have like for two little volcanoes maybe. So with one package you easily make 2-3 volcanoes. If you go for the little one, even maybe 4. And then we're gonna put this volcano, or like, let's call it the beginning or the potential of a volcano. We're gonna put it on a cold place. Now, if you don't have a fridge, you can put it outside, because anyway, we are in a rather cold country. Or, yeah, you put it outside. In the meantime, this is my studio. There's a lot of people here. It's on the WTC Tower, WTC Tower on the 25th floor in Brussels North. And this is the kitchen. So we put the volcano in the fridge. So in the meantime, I will show you the view while this is a bit cooling down. I'll show you the view out of the window. This is is actually what we see here. So we're like a lot of artists, 65 or something like that. And we're nicely high and dry making art while having a very nice view at it's a bit ironic actually, having a nice view on the Maximilian Park. Everybody knows, there's a lot of, there used to be a lot of asylum seekers and refugees putting up their camps and start trying to survive. This is a KBC building, the ugliest building in Brussels, with a green roof. And then the Basilic of Kuckelberg. So the atomium. I show you something else. Yeah, sure. And also you don't have like all these words on your head like sometimes we need it. It's an artwork and it's a ruin actually. So it's a fake ruin. And there's a lot of, because underneath there is the DVZ, Dienst Vreemdelingenzaken. So there's a lot of refugees coming there. And I see them making a lot of pictures to send to their families on these fake ruins. And I always think like, wow, it's strange because you try to escape the ruins. You send pictures of ruins to your family while they are still in ruins and you wanted to escape ruins. But it's fake ones.
This is kind of like a political stance, huh?
Yes, this is a very political movie. You thought it was a cooking show. Ow. So it went very fast actually. So as you can see, the volcano is not like jelly anymore. Yeah, it is jelly, but it's solid jelly. Then, what's next step is we're gonna get the volcano all out of the mold. And where are we going to get it out is like on the map of the Buda Islands. Like this is a bit of, if you're making a volcano with a group of people, this is a chance to get to know each other and a chance also to discuss certain hot topics. Because the question is like, where are we going to put this volcano? But let's put this one in the middle of Buda Island. A volcano requires a firm hand. Step 2 is like you massage it gently out of the mold. Because maybe it didn't come out. Voilà. Let's have a look. And it did come out. It's a bit a wobbly volcano. The straw was here. And so this becomes now the crater. I did once this volcano workshop in a prison in Leuven Centraal. And it was very, very nice. There is a lot of prisoners actually who have a lot of knowledge about chemistry. Because what we're going to do now is some tiny bit of chemistry. For that we need bicarbonate of soda, sodium bicarbonate, which we call like baking powder. There's baking powder in different styles, yeah, so different marks. This is a very good one from the Chinese supermarket. This is like an iconical one, Royal baking powder made in the UK. It's actually a magic ingredient. We open the baking powder. Now, the baking powder. So we put the baking powder into the crater. Voila. And don't be shy on baking powder. And you can also pour a bit on top of the crater so you have a nice volcano with a lot of snow on it. Think Mount Fuji. Step 2, like we take this, a little jar, and then we take one of my favorite ingredients, which is vinegar. Now there is very different types of vinegar. So this is a grape vinegar. This is an apple cider vinegar with tea, infused with tea. Also, an apple cider vinegar is super cool. You can do a lot of stuff with it. With vinegar, vinegar is like a magical product actually. But with the apple cider vinegar, you can I show you in one of my next videos to how you can measure the pH, so the acidity of your vagina, and then balance it with apple cider vinegar. Now, what I forgot to say about the bicarbonate of soda or the baking powder, this you can use to bleach your teeth, to clean your aluminium pots, very good, to get the odors out of your bathroom, when you go to the toilet, and you put like a spoon of this in the toilet water, and it will and make all the dirty smells gone. Now, when we choose a vinegar for the volcano, the sweeter the vinegar is, the less violent the eruption. So I'm gonna go for a very violent vinegar, which is called Blue Hand, and it's alcohol vinegar. So we pour the vinegar into the cup. Actually, you don't need so much, but it's just nice. Then these lovely ingredients, it's just like food coloring. So to color your food, you can color rice, spaghetti, whatever, pudding, it's very nice. Cake. Voila. You stir it. And this is the blood of the earth. It's a very cool sound actually. I don't know if you can hear it, but so the sound you're hearing is the sound of CO2. So the combination of baking powder and vinegar creates CO2. Now, CO2 is also a thing by which you can extinguish a fire. So it's actually like you can make a volcano and extinguish a volcano with the same stuff. Time to taste. In the book, The Volcano Lover, a Romance, Susan Sontag gives a vivid portrait of a volcano. Yes, mouth and lava, tongue, a body, monstrous living body, both male and female. It emits, ejects. It is also an interior and abyss, she writes. Sontag uses the words as tongue and mouth and vomiting to refer to the volcano itself as a digesting body. The island as a digesting body, a collaborative act between people and non-human critters. The island as a co-digesting body. Like and subscribe my YouTube channel, Domestic Science Club. I guess it's like that. My name is Rosie Vloesem. Go to my website www.recipesfordisaster.be. Ciao!